All right, what is going on, YouTube? We are back in it for another one, some Modern Warfare Deuce. And if you don't know why I call this game Modern Warfare Deuce, go and watch my first impressions video when this game dropped. You'll understand why I call this game Modern Warfare Deuce. But anyways, I'm thinking maybe we should go with some live comp today. What do you think? I've been doing a lot of red comms lately. Maybe we'll go with the live comp, man. You know what it is. Season 2 starts February 15th. Shouldn't that start like in a week? 2 weeks earlier than this? But anyways, all right, let's head over to the store. Now, this is something that you guys know I don't do. I do not buy bundles in this game, but I mean, that's what it is, right? That's the YouTube game out here. If you want to blow up, go buy yourself a bundle, act super excited about that bundle, post up some reverse boosted gameplay with a thumbnail of you looking like you're, I'm not going to say it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Just take one of those pictures, man, put that shit as your thumbnail, and there you go, man. 100K views overnight. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean I don't know how to do it. So let's take a look at these bundles, man. Let's get rich quick on the YouTubes, man. Let's do that. All right, so we got the Year of the Rabbit. We got Sticker Bomb, Overgrown 2, Midnight Merc. I mean, look at this shit, man. 1,600 COD points, 2,400 COD points, 1,200, and 2,400 COD points for the Year of the Rabbit. Let's look at this Year of the Rabbit, man. I mean, this is 2,400 COD points. It's got to be pretty special, right? We got Zodiac Rabbit. I mean, it's like this skin. So, like, very plain kind of, all right, I mean, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. Literally, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb if you play this game the way that they want you to play Modern Warfare Deuce. And you go sit in a bush or some shit. I mean, you are literally going to stick out like a sore thumb. I am not interested in using that skin, man. So, all right, 2,400 COD points and I get a skin that I would never use. We got the Lucky Rabbit for the P90 or whatever the hell it's called in this game because they don't use the actual names of the guns. And that one actually looks pretty good, man. I don't mind that camo at all. It's actually kind of sexy. All right, so that's a tight little camo. So for 2,400 COD points, we got a tight little camo for one gun. Let's move along. We got Saekdon. Saekdon, this is a pretty plain Jane camo we got right here, man. I mean, all we got is this pattern right here. This pattern on the magazine, really. I mean, the gun's got nothing really except for this pattern of colors right here on the mag, man. And I swear I've seen that pattern before. Haven't y'all seen this pattern before? I could swear I've seen this pattern before. And why does the gun keep turning even though I'm not pushing the button? Shit. Why is it doing that? But anyways, bro, I've seen this pattern before. Look, it just keeps moving, man, even when I'm not touching it. What the hell? I just want it to stop right here. Just stop right here. Yo, Activision, Infinity Ward. I just want it to stop. So look at this pattern. They got the little white bunny in the bottom there. I swear I've seen this pattern before, man. I feel like we've seen this pattern recently. So they call this particular blueprint Sakedon. Saekdown. All right, here we go. We're on Google, and you know what? Let me search this Saekdown real quick. If I'm pronouncing this wrong, I apologize to anybody. If I pronounce any of this stuff wrong, I apologize. I'm not very familiar with it, right? I'm very uneducated, and I'm trying to educate myself with this Saekdown. So let's make sure that we got it spelt correctly. Saekdown, man. Saekdown. I know I've seen that pattern before somewhere, man. I'm trying to remember where I've seen it, man. And maybe it will come to me in a little bit. So what we got this from Wikipedia right here. Saekdown is a type of hanbok, Korean traditional clothing with colorful stripes by patchworking. It began to be used for hanbok since the Gyro period, 918 to 1392. The name literally means many colored Saekdon clothes in Korean. Saekdon reminds one of the rainbow, which in turn evokes thoughts of children's pure dreams. it was usually worn by children from the age of 1 to 7 years old. And they got a picture of it right here. Saekdon. All right, so we got a mannequin of a child. And I mean, that pattern doesn't really sync up, man. So we're looking right here. Okay, we're looking here. I'm trying to see the pattern, right? I'm trying to see the pattern that we've seen on this gun. Let me bring it back. So here's the pattern of the gun, and I'm not seeing the same variation of colors in the pattern of that clothing. There's got to be something wrong here, man. It's Saekdown, right? You should be able to find this stuff with the quickness, shouldn't you? All right, so I gotta be missing something here, man. We have to be missing something. What does this word mean? Hanbok too, by the way. The hanbok. Okay, so the hanbok means clothing. All right, I gotta be missing something here, man. We gotta look at this a little further. Right now we're speaking at ignorance. I'm trying to find this pattern. Sakedon, the colors of my culture. Saekdown refers to a traditional Korean patchwork fabric consisting of stripes and bright colors based on the philosophical concept of the 5 elements and yin yang. Okay. The characteristics of Korean traditional fabric of Saekdown consists of complementary colors, and its color scheme is harmonious, delightful, simple, yet active. Okay. All right. So we have a basic understanding of what this stands for. Let's have a look at some images here, man. So we got to be able to find that pattern with the quickness, I feel like, right? I'm trying to educate myself, and I'm just observing. You know, I'm seeing some baby clothes here, some infant clothes here. I'm seeing a lot of young people. Like, what's up with that? But we got to find this pattern, right? They use that specific pattern on that gun. I just want to find that pattern, man. So, all right, so we got, like, that doesn't look like the pattern there. This does not look like the pattern we've seen on that gun at all. This is definitely not the pattern we see on the gun that Activision is charging 2,400 COD points for. Again, this child right here, this is not the pattern that we are seeing in the game. Some more baby clothes, some more young people. I mean, all right, so we got a picture here of the pattern. And that doesn't look like anything that's on the gun. All right, man, we got to keep looking, man. It's like, I got to be very just, am I a low IQ, uneducated racist right now? Because I'm trying to read up on this culture. I'm trying to find the specific pattern, that color variation that's being used. And even doing research here, I'm just not finding it. Like, where is it? This looks nothing like what is on that damn gun. All right, some more baby clothes. I mean, all right, so here we got a picture of 4 different patterns. And I mean, these two right off the bat, number 2 and number 3, look absolutely nothing like the gun in the game. Number 4 has some of the same colors in there, but that's definitely not the pattern we're looking at. Number 1 is probably the closest, and that doesn't look like the pattern we've seen on the goddamn gun either. I feel like, dude, I feel very uneducated right now. I feel like this pattern that they have on the gun should be a lot easier to find than this. The specific variation of colors and how they're placed on the gun, it should be a lot easier to find, right? Saekdon. This is what they call it in game. I mean, there's the picture of the mannequin again that they have on the main page of Wikipedia. It looks nothing like it. It's a child's mannequin, and the pattern looks nothing like it. You know, the closest thing we've seen so far, let me find it, is this right here. This is the closest thing we've seen to the camel that's on that gun. The pattern that's on that gun. That is the closest thing that we can find. And we got to look to find it. And that is still not the same pattern. It's not laid out the same way that they have on that gun. I feel like I'm missing something here, right? Like, yes, this is the closest thing we've got. It's close. It is not what we see on that gun. You gonna fucking tell me that my eyes are deceiving me or some shit, right? Colors are being used here. Similar colors are being used here, and they're not being used in the same way they are in game. Let's take it back to the camo that's on that gun. And let's have a closer look at this, man. That can't be it. That can't be it from what we just seen there. Like I said, a lot of similar colors there, right? But they got the blue in the middle. And that picture of that little girl that we seen there on her arm, the blue is in the middle, right? So even if you looked at it reverse, if you looked at it upside down, it still doesn't match up. And why is that bunny right there in the pink strip? I mean, I don't know. Somebody might be able to tell me what that means in the comment section. I'm not seeing this fabric pattern here that some people seem to be talking about. I have seen this pattern before though. We have to be missing something. See, I watched a video just recently from a YouTuber. Actually made a pretty good video. His name is It's Happa, right? And he told me about a particular community that I've never heard of before in my life up until that moment. And it's a disgusting community. A community that offends me just knowing that they exist, that they're trying to be a part of the LGBTQ community. Disgusting when you find out what this community is. The community's name is called MAP, right? But if we search MAP, obviously, it's going to show us a bunch of maps of the world, right? So we'll search MAP Pride Flag, right? I'm just trying to find the color variation, the way they laid it out on the gun. All right, so let's just see what they got for this pride flag here. And I'm using the air quotes when I say pride. So the first image, that's obviously not what they got in the game. This similar colors again, when we were looking at the picture of the little girl, similar colors, similar color scheme. That's not what they got in the game. This is obviously not what they have in the game. This is very close. Again, very similar to what they got in the game. This is teenage pregnancy. Very similar to what they got in the game. All right. No, this isn't a real pride flag. It represents blank. Very similar to what they got in the game. I am not accusing anybody of anything in specific. I'm just saying that this flag right here looks awfully close to the flag, to the color scheme, to the pattern that we see on that gun. Disgustingly blank have created their own pride flag. Very similar color variation there, don't we? At this point, I'm fucking done playing stupid. We don't have a Canadian flag for a calling card in this game. We don't have any camos that represent different countries and nations and the whole nine. You know, across the pond, our homies over there in the UK, there's nothing in the game that I've seen that represents them. My mates down there in Australia, there's nothing in the game that represents them. Nothing that's including Italy, France. Where's all this other shit at, right? They want to represent Saekdon with this camo, this blueprint for the Chimera in their game. And I want to understand why. They have no problem not including a whole bunch of cultures, right? But they need to represent this culture though. Can somebody explain that for me? Can you explain they got a pattern like this that is very close to this disgusting pattern that we see right here, right? Didn't even know this shit existed until the other day. Looks awfully close to what we see on that gun. Why is it in the game? If it's so fucking similar, why is it in the game? Why does this particular culture that uses that pattern of stripes and color variations, why is that in the game, but you leave out a whole bunch of other shit? You're charging 2,400 fucking COD points for this shit. I feel offended right now, right? It's 2023. I feel offended. I feel slightly pissed off. Actually, I feel like I'm fucking mad right now. I'm mad as fuck. I'm so mad I feel like jumping on Twitter, putting out a tweet about this, and disabling the replies. I'm so fucking mad right now. I feel offended. And just so we're clear, in case anybody's been living under a rock, MAP stands for Minor Attracted Persons, right? These goofy fucks that are involved in this whatever the hell you want to call it, man. It's some bullshit fuck shit. This fuck shit, right, is actually a real thing. They're trying to become a part of the LGBTQ plus community. I hope I said that right. And they don't want them in there, right? The LGBTQ plus community does not want them in there. And I don't blame, can you blame them? Who the fuck wants to be around people like that, right? These dumb bitches. Who wants to be around that, right? They shouldn't even be walking free, in my opinion. I am not accusing anybody of anything right now in this moment. This video was simply pointing out something that's very similar to something else. Something that I have zero tolerance for. Anybody who's been around my channel for a while, you guys remember when that EDP 445 stuff broke out, and I made a couple of videos and I talked about it. Y'all know how I feel on this matter. Again, I am not accusing anybody at Infinity Ward, Activision, or anything. This could have been a mistake. Maybe somebody, was told to add it in. They didn't do their research, didn't know that this was so similar to this other thing and that this is what this other thing means. They thought that they were doing the right thing by Saekdon and putting this in here, and they switched it up a little bit. Either way, something is just not right here with these colors that they're using and the way that they're using them. I don't feel like it should be in the game, right? If it's this similar, why even bother having it in there in the first place? You don't mind leaving out all these other cultures and nations and everything else. It's no problem to not have them included, right? But this needs to be included in your 2400 COD point bundle. And now that we know what MAP stands for, it's offensive to look at it, to be honest, in my opinion. It should be removed from the game. I mean, nobody's going to miss it, really. Like, you're already lacking so much content in this game now. Removing another bundle, I mean, what the fuck is that? It's just another Tuesday on Modern Warfare Deuce. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This video is getting pretty long. I'm going to shut it down. I'm out.